Hi, this is Group 7 with CIT 262. We are reading the DevOps Handbook, How to Create World-Class Agility, Reliability, and Security in Technology Organizations. Each of us have different groups, and we're going to be covering Chapter 1 or 2 during this presentation. Our group is responsible for covering Chapter 1. And that consists of myself, Brittany Herrera, Alexandra Lozano, and Eddie Pincay. I will be doing the oral part of the presentation, but the brains behind this are Alexandra and Eddie, which drafted and edited the slides. For Chapter 1, it's an overview of the next few chapters. And actually, this whole book is pretty much a high-level idea of how DevsOps works to get better quality into products and services. So the first part of the chapter, we talk about the value stream, the sequence of activities required to design, produce, and deliver a good or service to a customer. And then the technology value stream is the process required to convert a business hypothesis into a technology-enabled service that delivers value to the customer. So for a lot of us, or maybe our parents or grandparents, the button that says create our dream, it's not as easy as just clicking the button. There's a lot of things that happen from when the customer comes in to request it to when the product starts getting worked on. So like the business idea is the input, and there's a process, which are the user stories, code, the testing, and then the outputs. And so we need to figure ways to minimize waste, and this is what this book talks about. So measuring effective development. The value stream's effectiveness can be measured in 3 ways, which is deployment lead time, process time, and the percent complete and accurate. Reducing lead time and process time makes development more effective, and increasing the percent complete and accurate is also going to make it more effective. As you can see, I really like this graphic. It kind of shows you, here's a customer making a request, and then the middle starts getting worked on, and then that product or service is completed. The customer is going to feel all of that. That is the deployment lead time. The process time, though, is when actually we start working on the product and when we complete it. We're going to focus, though, more on what the customer feels. So reducing deployment lead time. DevsOps aims to reduce it to minutes or hours instead of months required by traditional development processes. And that's done by frequently checking in small code changes, performing automated testing on the changes, and deploying it into production. The percent complete and accurate. So this graphic, I think, gives a good idea. Basically, when we keep these things into little small sections, we're able to complete a part and make sure there's no errors before we move on to another piece of the product or service. The percent complete and accurate can be obtained by asking downstream customers what percentage of the time they receive work that is usable as is, meaning that they can do their work without having to correct the information that was provided or missing or clarify something. So the 3 ways or the principles underpinning the DevsOps. All right, so I like this graphic from the book. The first way you see there on the bottom left is it's going to enable the fast left to right flow of work from development to operations to the customer. All right. So then the second one will enable the fast and constant flow of feedback from right to left at all stages. And then the third way, this enables the shorter feedback loops. So during each little step, you're going to find feedback, you're going to find issues, you're going to correct those issues, and it keeps going so that you don't have to work on a large bit of product before you find mistakes. We want to find those early on so it doesn't impact a bigger chunk of the product. So this was a really good chapter. It gives a high-level view. I enjoyed it, and I actually could understand it. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. We enjoy doing this, and we look forward to our next presentation. Thank you so much.